And our trash? In 2012, the Mexican generated a little over 42 million tons of municipal solid wastes. And unfortunately, we have not been able to start the good habit that has been practiced in Europe for over 20 years. I refer to recycle, and the best example we gave them Germany, Switzerland, and Denmark. They recycle on average 50% of the wastes produced, while Mexico will not accept 12% and only 11% of it can be a split garbage collected. And if we translate it to families, say that out of 100 families, only only 46 contribute to this important work. In our country, we can find the second most densely populated city, and I mean the country's capital, where daily are discarded more than 20,000 tons, of which come to stop waster dumps as Bordo Poniente, before its closure, was the largest landfill with little more than 72 million tons deposited. INEGI said that the most environmental problems that our country presents is trash. In Mexico, everything hasn't been lost, as in cities such as Querétaro, they have practiced these separate collections, and this is due to change in legal provision because of some local politician will and the pressure for society to achieve sustainable schemes. Taking this city for example, found that some of the important reasons for people in their homes in other cities do not contribute to recycle are lack of inciting environmental education, the lack of specific official rules, both in productions and package, lack of special hangings of hazardous solid wastes, lack of modern system of separation and utilization of solid waste, the lack of economic incentive from the federation to municipalities to promote the selective management in landfill, lacks of physical and financial incentive for the promotion and creation of recycle companies, like the lack of support for it. Some interesting facts are in Mexico, 87 of 100 people aged 80 to 65 are interested in the care of the environment, but only 31 of people do something, and the city with more storage centers are Querétaro with 51, Jalisco with 45, State of Mexico with 43, and Michoacán de Ocampo with 25. The cities that produce more wastes are Mexico City, State of Mexico, Jalisco, Veracruz, Tamaulipas, and Nuevo León, which together represent 50% of the wastes produced nationally. And you? Know what with your garbage?
For this podcast, I want to talk about a news. Instead of this, I'm going to talk about a very important and polemic topic for the society, the abortion. I have chosen this topic due to in the Mexican society, the abortion implies, for a lot of people, a murder. However, there are others who think this is a respectable decision which the mother can take according the situation. Since a long time, the abortion has been a very polemical topic for the society. This podcast does not pretend to give an opinion on whether it is right or not, only is information for all women and why not men too. The abortion is the death of the baby in the womb for any reason. The abortion occurs for several reasons, one of which is natural, in which the woman's body itself does the job. But there are other types of abortion, for example, by suction, salt poisoning, by dilatation and curettage, by D and eggs at 32 weeks, by cesarean section, by prostaglandin, and RU 486. In some societies, there are a lot of different points of view about if the abortion is a murder or just right of the mother. There is the argument according to the Declaration of Human Rights, which states that the right to life is inalienable. However, some people argue that the mother has the right above her body, and in certain cases, she can decide about have or don't have the baby. In a society with free expression, the two points of view are respectable, and every person can be in favor of any posture. In spite of this, the point of this topic isn't to find the correct way to think about the abortion. The goal is to make awareness in the society about how don't think in the abortion as a solution. We must remember that there are ways to avoid the abortion decision, such as contraceptive methods, the pill, condoms, etc. We should educate the youth that more deaths of unborn children and their mothers do not continue, because the women who practice these surgeries, especially in clandestine clinics, may die. The responsibility of all society avoid this problem which affects to all people.
For the podcast, I will talk about Coca-Cola. Everyone knows about this popular soda, and also we know that it's one of the most selling products in the world. In Mexico, this product is being part of the diet for the Mexican people, but according to the Ministry of Health, this product is part of the bad food, which is causing several damage to the health. Mexico is the country with most problem health, mainly caused by the bad manners in matter of food. In recent months, several authorities are trying to add an extra tax to this kind of products in order to protect the health of the Mexican family. This is causing dilemmas through the companies which make this product. According to Coca-Cola Company, the consumption of sodas in Mexico just represent 5 or 6% of the calories in the Mexican diet. Also, it was said that this kind of laws affect principally the less wealth population. In my opinion, this is a good or bad idea. First of all, because these laws will increase the price in these products, which will cause less consume and it will protect the health of the Mexican people. But it also will cause that the benefits that the sale of this product cause disappear, which will cause several damage to the Mexican economy.